you know, typically in the summer, we are what is referred to as a summer peaking utility. So for us to have the type of load, and let me just say right up front, I have not been tracking our load numbers, so I don't know what those are, but I know it's been high. And so it's extremely unusual for us to have this kind of load in the winter, or this kind of customer demand is another way to put it. So that is one thing that's totally different. We would normally expect this kind of stuff in the summer to have this type of load, but in the summer, we wouldn't be faced with these type of fuel and power supply restrictions that have been caused specifically by the cold weather, this extreme cold weather. So that's the main difference, I would say.
What I would say is that essentially the supplier wells have frozen, and so it takes time in order to get those wells unfrozen. So that impacts the supply. That's the key. So that again, it's a chain of events that occurs where if there's not enough supply, then obviously what we can do on our end is reduce demand. And so that's why our focus has been on that conservation. You could see that the supply, as Stan was mentioning, I mean, it's impacting things across the board for the industry. So the weather obviously being the key culprit here in terms of the unprecedented length of time that we're dealing with, the duration of freezing temperatures. And again, we're not out of it yet. We've got to make it past this week. Hopefully things warm up. But that is the key, really. I mean, it's really the supply demand conundrum that's exasperated by the weather.